So, this is going to be a reading for my Libras. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be a look at the truth that you need to hear at the moment. And the purpose of this reading is to help you clear up any personal blockages, confusion, or anything of the sort that may be holding you back. So, hopefully hopefully you guys find this reading to be helpful. Excuse me. If you also want a personal, just check out the information listed in the description. And if you enter the code Spooky Season at checkout when booking a reading, you can get 40% off up until October 15th of this month. So definitely take advantage of that. While that sale is available, we don't really do sales like that often. But let's go ahead and get into it. So first thing that I'm getting, a lot of you need to find a source of personal inspiration to get back into your creative projects, into your creative headspace. Like some of you are having like blockages in that arena in terms of figuring out like what's next for you career wise, or which direction you want to take things career wise. Also, during this time frame, there's a need for you to make sure you don't let other people irritating you almost throw you off to a point where you're like angry and flustered and unable to kind of, I don't know, resist reacting out of anger. Because some of you guys may have particular people around you who may be triggering in some form. And the truth is, you guys need to stop letting this person trigger you in a way where it makes you angry, it leaves you agitated. Some of you guys also need to kind of get used to like personal growing pains, or not even get used to, but understand that you're going through personal growing pains when it comes to separating from certain people, situations, things that you felt a connection to at one point. That's natural, but don't mistake those growing pains as things that you need to go back to, okay? Understand that it's just that, growing pains. Now, another truth that you guys need to hear with the Hangman, there's definitely a need for you to change your perspective on things. This is like an inverted forest. So if you flip this right up, then you'll see the forest clearly. So for a lot of you, you may not be seeing the bigger picture in regards to your situation right now, because you may have a one-sided perspective, or you may be looking at things from just this all negative perspective, and then some of you all positive, where you think that things should just be 100% perfect all the time, and that you shouldn't have to run into obstacles or challenges, and when you do, you kind of clam up. Or the opposite, where you're completely negative and you may not take action or steps in directions that you know you should. Also, this is making sure that you don't personally think just by changing your perspective that that's going to necessarily lead to a different path. That's the first step. But you should always take action on things instead of like waiting for things to happen for you, if you get what I'm trying to say with that. But looking deeper at this energy, there's a need for you guys to make sure within your love life that you guys are finding a common ground between you and the person that you're romantically interested in, or the people that you date, etc. Where you guys may have different qualities and things. You guys may be needing to find some ways to better understand each other. And for my singles, this is more so the truth being that you guys need to attract people who align with the vibration that you're trying to put out there. Or if you know that there's certain things that are a deal breaker, there's certain things that you're looking for in a person, this is making sure that you're being aware of who you're dealing with and if your energies will mesh well. Some of you need to apply a level of logic over personal emotion sometimes, where you guys are very confused and conflicted at moments. It may have a lot to do with you trying to make decisions from an emotional place. With any conflicts or arguments that may come up during this time frame, make sure you're not taking it super personal to a point where you're getting into like this deadbolt or deadlock mindset, if that makes sense. This is like shutting down or like allowing somebody's, words that are being spewed out of anger to almost like affect your thought process. That's the best way I can put it into words with that. But being aware of your decisions is another thing. Are you making decisions to dig up old things? Or are you allowing yourself to flourish by understanding that all of the things that you've experienced is only soil for you to plant and grow from? But some of you are like wanting to choose the let's go back to the past narrative. And that's not the direction you guys need to be going in. So where some of you guys kind of like allow somebody to waltz back into your life whenever they decide to, this is being aware of what that's telling that person and what that's doing to you emotionally. Some of you need to get your mojo back. Your focus has been completely on the wrong things, whether this is outside people, you being distracted. It's time to get back into a routine. It's time for you guys to get your mojo back. And then with the Six of Swords here, another truth you guys really need to hear. You guys are in the process of moving to a calmer situation or even a calmer headspace or a different mindset or a mindset shift. And with this process, it is not going to be the easiest, but you guys are moving to calmer waters. And mainly what I'm getting from this whole reading, you guys need to stay away from being dragged down by your own personal thoughts and other people conflicting your thoughts in the process. Okay. But these are some of the things that I see. I hope I put things in perspective for anybody out there who needed this reading. If you did enjoy, thumbs the video up and subscribe. Check out the information listed below to get a personal. Again, use the code SPOOKYSEASON at checkout to get 40% off until October 15th. And I'll see you in the next one.